Okay, so my girls are going to help me make our very first batch of elderberry extract or elderberry tincture. Okay, so so we are going to be using some dried elderberry flowers, and this is from the species Sambucus canadensis. That variety right there, Sambucus canadensis. It's native to America. Um, Okay, so this is going to be our very first time in making this. Like I said, I've been wanting to do this for years, but I've just never got around to it, so I finally done it. I went to my local nature store and I went to buy the berries, but she was out of them. All she had was the flowers, and I couldn't wait, so I went ahead and just got the flowers. But I know I've showed this before. Hang on. But we always just buy the elderberry um, extract right here. This is what we've been buying for, how many years do you girls think we've been buying this?
5?
5 years or so. Um, so each of these bottles, the price varies. It's usually around like $9 for this. How many? 2 ounces for this 2 ounce bottle. And we have gone through dozens and dozens of these bottles. So I've spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars in those bottles. So I decided to go ahead and finally make an effort to make my own. So I'm hoping that this will work out well. Okay, so we have our dried elderberry flowers, and then we're going to use some 80 proof vodka. This vodka is 40% alcohol. Most of the recipes I've come across, even in my practical herbalism book, all says to use 100 proof vodka, but the stores in our area does not sell 100 proof, only 80 proof. And there are some places that say 80 proof is just fine. And also, the stuff we do buy, it only contains 30% alcohol. So, if that works, then surely 40% will work too. Okay, so go ahead and you put the elderberry flowers in. So you just want to make sure that all your supplies are clean and very, very dry. Hang on, use this. And your hands are clean as well. And when you're done, you also want to label it. So I put in what we're labeling, how much alcohol was used, the date, and then the botanical or scientific name of the actual herb that we're using. And we're just going to use the Folk method for, here, make sure you get all that out. We're just going to use the Folk method for measuring this, which is based. Okay, so the Folk method, sorry about that, is just whenever you take whatever type of jar you're going to be using and you fill it half full with your dried flowers or berries or bark or whatever, leaves, whatever you're going to be using, and then you fill the remainder up with the type of alcohol that you're going to be using. Okay, so thank you for that. Now can you do the vodka? That's good. All right, good job. Thanks. Okay, so the dried flowers here, they're just going to be soaking in the vodka. They will soak for 6 weeks before it will be usable. And I will try to remember at that time to add to this video so you can see what it looks like in about 6 weeks. Okay, let's see here. Okay, that's what these dried flowers look like right now. You want to go ahead and put the lid on it? Let me show you can see how the flowers, since they're still dried, they're all floating to the top, and you got most of the alcohol here on the bottom, but it'll all soak in. Okay, so you want to label it good and also put the date that you made this, prepared it, and in 6 weeks it'll be ready to use. Okay, go ahead and stick that label on there. Stick it right over where the old label was. Thank you. All right, so we will just put this in a dark place and shake it a few times every day, and just after a couple weeks we'll just leave it alone and just let it sit and do its thing. And so this will be much more cost effective instead of buying all these little bottles all the time. So hopefully it'll turn out.